arguably the discipline that most of us struggle with committing to on a regular basis. Once you find the time to actually get to the pool, unless you've got friends there or a club to train with, it can be really hard to find the motivation to stick to a structured session.
Yeah, but fear not, because you really are not alone, I promise. Now here at GTM we have a number of key sessions that we'll dip into during our training. So today we're going to be sharing 3 must-do weekly workouts with you that you can follow along during your training and helping to take the thinking out of the equation for you too.
Right, first up, we are going to discuss a good aerobic focus session. Now, this needs to be the bread and butter of pretty much any training plan, because in triathlon, the shortest distance you're going to be training for is 400 metres if you're doing a super sprint, right up to 3.8 kilometres if you're doing an Ironman. And don't be fooled, these are long distances.
Yeah, and now to train for a longer swim, we need to get used to doing some longer reps in our training. Now, with all these workouts, any training plan, the structure of the sessions can be altered accordingly. For instance, you could increase the length of the reps as you become more confident with the workload and the swimming length, or even reduce the recovery times. But just make sure that you do include a good warm-up and warm-down with all of these sessions.
So we're going to start with 200-metre reps. For the session base, it's going to be 3 times 200 metres as 1 swim, 1 pull, and then 1 pull with paddles, all with 20 seconds rest after each 200. Aim to do this block through twice, which will make it 6 200s, with an extra 60 seconds rest between sets. And as your fitness improves, you can increase the sets to 3 or even 4 blocks, making it 9 or 12 200 metres. You can also reduce the rest between sets from 60 seconds down to 45 seconds or even 30 seconds rest. And finally, to really push yourself, reduce the rest between each of the 200s down to 15 seconds or even 10 seconds.
Now, the term threshold can sound extremely daunting when we talk about it in training. I know it used to send shivers down my spine on occasions, however, that really needn't be the case.
Yeah, if you think of it more as race pace, and it seems a little bit nicer. Admittedly, if you are training for a sprint, then it's still going to be quite quick, but if you're training for a half or full Ironman, it becomes more manageable. And this type of training really is key to preparing you to your next race.
So our suggestion for a threshold session is a block of 6 by 100 metres at threshold with a slight reduction in recovery as we work our way through the block. So that's broken down into 3 by 100s at threshold with 15 seconds recovery, 2 by 100s at threshold with 10 seconds recovery, 1 by 100 at threshold with 5 seconds recovery, and then we're going to take 50 metres recovery after that block, and then we're going to try and do that 2 times through, building up to maybe 3 times through, or even possibly even 4 times through.
Regardless of triathlon being an endurance sport, we still shouldn't neglect our speed, and it's a common misconception that you don't need to go fast to go long, but this isn't true.
Yeah, and for that reason we would really recommend including some short, sharp intervals into your training each week to essentially shock the body. So our example speed session is 16 lots of 25 metres as every 4th rep fast and all the other reps easy with 15 seconds recovery between each, and then straight into 12 lots of 25 as every 3rd rep fast with 10 seconds recovery between each, and then into 8 lots of 25 metres as every 2nd rep fast, 10 seconds recovery between each rep, and then finishing off with 4 lots of 25 metres as every rep fast with 5 seconds recovery now. Now you notice that the amount of rest reduces slightly through the course of the set as the frequency of the harder reps increases. This gives a total of 1,000 metres, but as I've mentioned already, this can be altered and adapted as you progress, so this could be doubled up to be swum as 50-metre reps with the rest altered accordingly.
It's safe to say that swimming can sometimes become a little bit of a chore, but with some thought-through workouts and some structure, like we've suggested today, it's amazing what difference it can make, and you can actually end up enjoying your time in the pool.
Yeah, and I'm also keen to point out that although we've highlighted 3 specific sessions today, by no means do you have to feel the need to include all 3 every single week. Rather just think of it more like a bit of a pick and mix that you can dip in and out of. And trust me, each of these sessions have their individual benefits.
Yeah, and if you've enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up, hit the globe to subscribe. And if you want some structure when you're swimming outdoors, we've got a video with some session suggestions just here.
Yeah, if you'd like to see 3 must-do weekly run workouts, and you can see that by clicking just down here.